Students at Sokoto University are raising concerns about the deteriorating condition of the key lecture halls just a week before exams. Image obtained by SaharaReporters shows how the TETFUND-built facility meant to seat 1,000 students in despair with a collapsed roof and missing ceiling panels. The unsafe condition has forced students to find alternative space for learning as debris and rubble littered the hall. On students, Lawal highlighted the difficulties of attending lectures in these dilapidated buildings, expressing fears for their safety during exams. The issues extend beyond lecture halls, with even the campus mosques in a state of despair. In response, University spokesperson Mr. Zayangu Shegun acknowledged the damage caused by the recent storm but denied that the affected halls are currently in use for lectures. He assured that exams will proceed as planned with sufficient alternative facilities available and ongoing effort to repair the damaged buildings. All right, I remember that the federal government came up with the idea that they will no longer accept or tolerate any unprofessional structures, school structures, buildings, facilities, that now they want to bring down all and then get something beautiful that is conducive for students to learn. And I remember that day that my guest was like, how are they going to achieve this when they do not even allocate enough funds for education? And then looking at this is from Sokoto. We had this report last month, and then we're already seeing something. And so far, the federal government have not started anything concerning those professional structures that they talked about. What do you think about this? And students are learning in this kind of environment, even though the school authority have denied that no lecture is going on in that structure,
no,
in that building.
The point there is we've got two basic information.
Okay.
That there is a dilapidation.
Yes.
And then the other leg is that it's extraordinary event, meaning storm. Nobody plans for storm.
Yeah, we know that.
But administrators can plan for storm. But the problem there is that the university management should have sufficient funds. Assuming, I don't know if they have the money to curb or to cushion the effect of events like this. Otherwise, in the annual budget, it's very difficult for people to begin to plan for emergencies. But even if you are saying emergency in accounting, you don't say miscellaneous, you must state it. You must state what it is. In matters like this, what I expect the university management to do is to reach out to the visitor of that university, either the governor or the president, to intervene, right? Otherwise, like the school spokesperson has said, they have to make a quick alternative for them. Because, you know, on each lies the head that wears a crown. We might just be thinking that these leaders are having it all fun. Some of them, you might think that they're not passing through difficulties or they don't have the interests of the people at heart. I know it's possible in Nigeria that there are some leaders that have interests of the people at heart, but they have, you know, some roadblocks that the publics might not know. Let's give an example that in this university situation, the management might not have the funds to begin to fix all of these repairs. So what they can do is to look at areas that were least affected and begin to see how they can plan the students into that place, why they plan to fix what has happened. Because they didn't, if it is that a building, a construction that is ongoing, that was stored, are you get what I'm saying? So how are you going to, you cannot say, why did you stop? But this is a case of storm. Nobody planned for it.
Okay, you are saying it is the case of storm. That is what the school authority said, right? Does it mean that this storm, the case of storm came to play and students actually saw that the issue of this building, what affected this building was storm, and they decided to go and report. They decided to protest that they are learning under this condition. Is it that they didn't see that this one it was a natural occurrence? It's not something that you can actually control? Because they said they have learned in this particular dilapidated building for a long time. It was when they have now protested, reported that the school authority, of course, they would definitely give their own side of story. They say it was storm. If they have provided alternative for them, if you read through the story, you will not see where the students said, yes, this is what happened, we have been learning here, but so far they've given us alternative. And they said they are calling on the government to come to their aids. So how does that happen? Is it that the students are not getting it right?
There is this comment dichotomy. Like the school management will not want to admit that their students are learning under exposed condition. Then the students they are saying that they are learning in open roof and all that you can see here. So it will only depend on proper investigation to arrive at a definite position. Because if anything happens right now, the right persons to call is the school management to confirm. And the school management have come up to say this is the situation.
So we should take that.
Yeah. Because if you now say police, if there's any issue at all, if within this period somebody died, it is still the school management that you contact what actually happened. So whatever they tell you, you now begin the investigation from there. Could it be possible that the relocated place also had this type of feature? Or probably places where they have not mended, they under construction that they've taken them to. You know, so these are things. You know, the Nigerian factor is very troubling. Nigeria is so concerning. We don't even know where to begin. We don't know how to end it. You see, schools, we have even talked about the TETFUND. If we have said in education, there's what we call plant management. In plant management, we have to look at physical facilities. We have said that physical facilities should have a continuous budgeting, what we call maintenance. Because one, you talk about, what do you call it? You talk about sanitation. There are some TETFUND buildings in big universities, you go to, the toilets are in a mess, right? What do you call it? The toilet seats, everything is gone. Who is in charge? Now, if that TETFUND something relates to the image of TETFUND as a body, as an institution, so they should also, it's not as if, when you hand over this project, ensure that there is maintenance, quality maintenance, because the name tag is there. Okay. So you follow up and see how is it maintained.
All right.
Part of the budget, it should be a running maintenance. Let us even say for some years, right? Or the school, I don't know, they should also create what do you call it, an impress to all the universities or polytechnics or colleges of education that will benefit from TETFUND. Like, we are going to give you this for the sake of our facilities there. If they can create that budget, we've got money in the country, you know.
All right.